to play a game. Everybody has to participate. We're going to spell a word and then say it, spell it, say it, spell it, say it.
What are the words?
Huh?
Well, what are the words?
Okay, that's in a minute. It's just one word. We're going to spell it and say it 3 times in a row. So we spell it, say it, spell it, say it, spell it, say it. So there's going to be a rhythm going, okay? At the end of it, I'm going to ask a question. I want everybody to answer, and I want you to try to be the first one to answer. Okay? Simple enough rules, right? We're going to say, or spell it, say it, spell it, say it, spell it, say it. I ask the question, you answer. As fast as you can, trying to be the first one. Okay, the word is pots.
Hot.
What?
Pots.
Pot?
P-O-T-S. We can all do that, right? Okay. On the count of 3, we'll start spelling it, and then say spells it. 1, 2, 3. P-O-T-S. Pots. P-O-T-S. Pots. P-O-T-S. Pots. What do you do when you come to a green light?
Stop.
What do you do when you come to a red light?
Oh, what?
Okay, I want you to stop and think for a second. How long did it take me to make you say something you don't believe and you know is untrue?
3 times?
Seconds.
Not even
I want to talk to you more about influence that others have on you. Because this should be scary. Had I told you that I can make you say, stop, to a green light, what would you have said to me? There's no way that this can work. It should be a little scary to you that we're that easy to manipulate.
It is.
And any idea why you said stop?
Because we spelled it. The words that is in there.
Remember what I said about our brain being made to predict? We think what our conscious thoughts are all that there is, and that's actually a very small part of what's going on. When I said we're going to say some words, spell them and say them, I know somebody's mind went, well, what are we going to say? But even more importantly than that, because that answer got answered, the subconscious mind didn't have to dwell on it anymore. But there was another thing that was said. We're going to say it 3 times, and then I'm going to ask a question. How many people thought, well, what's the question? But then I told you what the word was, and so that question was answered. And then your conscious mind, because you were really conscious about saying this stuff, weren't you? Your conscious mind was pretty wrapped up in what we were doing. And you may have, most likely, some of you might have carried it through, but more than likely you forgot about wondering what the question was because you got involved with doing this. Guess what? Your subconscious mind didn't stop. Just like when you're trying to have that argument, and you're like, I give up, and you walk out the door, and all of a sudden it comes to you, the subconscious mind's been turning away. So what did the subconscious mind do? Okay, what about Roger, that I know about Roger, is going to supply me with the answer or what this question is? And you went through that, and you went, okay, it's not really happening. What about the classroom here, or what I know about the school, is going to help supply me with this answer? I'm not getting anything here. What about things that have been happening today is going to do, not getting anything right here either. What about what's going on right now could possibly supply me with this answer? What was going on right now? We were saying something, weren't we? Pots, P-O-T-S, pots, P-O-T-S. And so it sat there, and guess what happens when you take that word and you turn it around backwards?
Stop.
That's what your subconscious mind was doing. It was going through millions of calculations trying to predict what was going to happen here. And when I got to the end of it, because your conscious mind had been absorbed in doing the process of P-O-T-S, pots, P-O-T-S, pots, P-O-T-S. And I said, what do you do when you come to a green light? And your conscious mind went, yeah. And so the subconscious mind went, and this emotion hit the car, and it just came out of your mouth. And how many of you realized, I actually had to add that other piece onto it, because I'd sit here and everybody would be like, and I'd look around and one person would go,
Wait.
wait a minute. Other people would sit there and go, and so I actually added the second one on because people would even, if I came back later, they'd go, did I say? I did say that, didn't I? So I actually threw the second one in there because then people go, well, wait a second. And actually, a lot of people go, well, agreeing with you go at a red light. But yeah, we're that easy to manipulate because of the way we work. Now, it's not bad that our minds does predicts things like that.
Just to a point.
It can be at certain times. That's stuff that kept us alive. And it still does in ways keep us alive. And so a tool is not a bad thing. It's the way you use a tool. When I'm cutting a steak with my steak knife, I'm loving it. When somebody's holding that steak knife to my throat, not so crazy about it. It's not the tool, though. It's the way you use the tool. And so that's what a lot of this is about.